Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this Divinely Guided Day. Man, somebody right now has gone through some sort of betrayal. They were promised by someone that they were going to be there for them. They were going to stay there or be around them. This person may have went to jail. This person was told that, they were going to be there. Um, it could have been a partner. It could have been a partner in crime. It could have been a baby's mother type energy, but somebody took the fall for somebody. Mm-mm. As soon as they did, as soon as they got whatever they were supposed to get, they left this person high and dry. Mm. Okay. So this message may not even resonate with anybody here in the Soul Tribe family of all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. But as you know, over here, we channel for the world. We channel for the world. Okay. So, family, with that being the case, welcome. If you are new to All Being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, allow me to be the first to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you have yet to subscribe, take your time, okay? I may not be for you, and that is fine, all right? But if I am, don't hesitate. Please subscribe. I'd be the first to welcome you. And so the A1s, I love you always and forever. And the divine loves you. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for our space and just for us in general, period. I love that you tap in. I love that you drop positivity. I love that you drop high vibrational energy. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Okay. And I really mean that, family. I would not be here if it was not for you, okay? Especially with the things that have happened in our lives that we could definitely resonate with, share, help others to grow through, okay? Because their journeys are just beginning. Many of them are, all right? But there's going to be things in the reading that does not resonate with you, okay? So only take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Also remember, flip the roles, okay? I may say he and she. I may say divine femme, divine mass, masculine, feminine energy. Okay. The role may not be yours, it may be theirs. Only you know what's happening in your life. Okay. So this is a general reading. Only take what resonates. All right. Let's tap in. Divine at this time, thank you so much. We are grateful. I'm speaking to the divine within us and all around us, the divine universe. We are grateful. I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read all reads and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance. As well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected towards myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with the mighty shield, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with the mighty shield, clearing, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. Huh. So somebody out here, family, they are in some sort of energy of a dark reflection. Okay. They're seeing their shadow side here. Okay. When you look into the abyss looks back at you. This is somebody who's truth seeking, possibly so that they can liberate themselves from something that does have them in this energy, or they are starting to see this side of themselves. Mm, okay. This is that energy, like somebody left somebody high and dry or did them dirty. Okay. Yeah. And they allowed something to consume and erode them. It could have been their bad habits. And look at here. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Yes, listen, somebody has some bad addictions, some bad things. Now with the addictions, what I'm picking up, it's just not always about a substance abuse or anything like that. This is an addiction of just getting over and crossing people. This is that energy. Like somebody, they just ain't never been solid. Jesus. Already in the thick of things. Okay, family? Yeah, this is somebody that's never been solid. Never been solid. Exactly. They've always done this divine juggling here when it comes to, them thinking they're a healer. I don't even feel that they're a healer here. Okay. They could have had a healing purpose at once upon a time, but over time and over the progress of them either tapping into the light or the dark, it feels to me like they weren't in harmony here. Mm-mm. Because they had a relentless craving for some sort of addiction. This is someone that I feel like was wounded, but never, you know how somebody gets hurt, but they don't never heal from it. And they're battling back and forth with some traumas and shit. Like, oh, this is why I get upset. Quick disclosure. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names when guided too. But these are the energies that irritate me, family. You know what I'm saying? Because not this person that went through whatever and they're having this dark, because they going through some shit. They gonna have to go through the karma or the work or whatever. But the person that caused it or did something. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, the light. Okay. Light the darkness, period. Somebody here is in a dark place because of what they had experienced. And what they experienced, they held that in. That's trauma that they, never maybe told anybody. Therefore, they became this wounded healer or something like that. But I don't feel they even stepped all the way into that because they didn't know how to. They did that. This is just somebody that didn't know how to. They're going through this now. Yeah, but there's some positive changes coming. They just have to do the work. Yeah, they're having, see, this is where the mental contest comes in. Okay. This is the mental contest. All right. This is where, someone, regardless of whatever the case may be, they felt or feel, but I feel this is past tense, they felt like they were more mentally stable than you or that they had more control and power than you. But really they were repressed. They were repressed in some sort of way. This is what's irritating me, is because I feel like this is somebody that is easily, they're impressionable, you know if people do things for clout, for whatever the hell, money, fame, I don't know. You know what I mean? Other people do things because they are divinely guided to, and this is their path or something like that, or that is their path. But other people do things for different reasons, for those relentless cravings that they have, those addictions that they have, wanting and longing for freedom, but don't know how to work for it. They do, very scrupulous, I'm hearing scrupulous things. That's interesting. I heard scrupulous. Scrupulous? The meaning of scrupulous. Here's the definition of scrupulous: of a person or process. Diligent. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's a process. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to some sort of process. Now they're starting to see that. Hmm. Hmm. You may have noticed a positive change once you pull back from an energy that is like this. What is this? That has hidden desires. Yeah, that's not cool. When people sit up there and they have hidden desires and they're going through the most, somebody out here just, I don't know. This is like really irritating for me, this energy, because I feel like somebody, could have been taken advantage of at a very young age. They are now starting to realize that, possibly stepping into the acceptance of, that did happen. This feels to me like, maybe they've been holding on to something for too long, doing that divine juggling, finding their wholeness, right? See, they never explored their feelings. They kept everything hidden. This could have been things happened to them, things they desired, things they wanted, all kinds of things with this energy right here. Okay. You may know this person. This is somebody that might try to, portray like they are stronger than they are type energy. You feel like you know what I'm saying, family? Like, they got something to prove. This is what it feel like. Somebody out here has something to prove. Mm-mm. Yeah, doing the shadow dance. I can't make it up. Closed minded off the shit. I promise you. And when I say closed minded to things, family, I mean closed minded to actually what there's this 3D world that everybody living in, okay? The physical thing, get paying your bills, da, da, da. Then there's the spiritual world. And see, they combine, they collide, okay? Because when people can manipulate and do trickster shit and lie and all that kind of stuff, that is an energy. When you practice good, that's an energy. When you practice bad, that's an energy. Positive, negative is an energy frequency. It's either up there or it's not. So you have people that are closed off to even realizing that much. They doing this whole shadow dance with this old divine juggling and trying to find their wholeness. They're doing this whole shadow dance because they've been closed off. Somebody's about to step into a positive change though. And it could be you, family, because you may be realizing somebody's very closed minded. I ain't lying. Shit, there is something about peace. Whew. I ain't lying, family. Shit. There is something about peace. And when you're at peace, you know, it just brings a different outlook and perspective of how you view things. Somebody right here, that dark reflection they're seeing, the light, uh-huh, where it says light the darkness. Yeah, that's what you did. You came in and lit the darkness. Somebody here had a lot of hidden desires. They've been longing for a lot of things that they wanted to fulfill, but they never did explore that. They never did explore those feelings. Okay. They just kind of held them in the background and set up here and just had some sort of relentless, this relentless craving here. It's just like, people wanting something that they can easily work for, but they rather not have to work for it. Playing mind games, mental tests, all that, working themselves in the ground trying to compete with you, and you're never in competition with anybody because shit, you yourself is your own competition. That's enough. For some of y'all, that's enough. You like shit, I go against myself every day type energy. You ain't got time. This somebody, with this mental contest and you realizing what it was, you brought positive change into possibly both y'all's lives. Okay. And when I say you brought positive change into both y'all's lives, that means also this closed-minded individual. Because see, people talk about you're closed-minded. I've heard that before. Somebody was like, oh, don't be so closed-minded. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not closed-minded. I'm very open-minded. That's why I'm thinking the way I think. I just don't get on the back of bikes and shit with motherfuckers that be having cocktails all goddamn day. What did you just say? Like, you know what I'm saying, family? Something along those something along those lines. Yeah. Didn't I just speak about peace? When you make peace, okay, that's a profound, genuine risk for some folks. When you make peace with everything, you don't have time to be dealing on the charm confirmation. You don't have time to be dealing with people. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you don't. You don't. And somebody would see that as being closed minded because you don't put yourself at risk. People crazy because you won't put yourself at risk. They think you closed minded. I don't think so. Tell me more, spirit. Hmm. Yeah. You had to embrace the void of folks not being in your life. You did that through some sort of creative power. Hmm. And your true potential is waiting to be discovered. And I feel like you could even, you're like, when you get with source, you damn near in the jungle somewhere. I'm just playing. But I'm gonna keep it 4,000 with you. I mean, everything, you ain't got time. Ooh wee. There's so much stuff that you just don't use anymore. You won't be able. It's just like you are really living at peace and just enjoying what it was that you could never enjoy. So it's almost like, you could be living in a very green type of nature environment. I'm picking that energy up. Okay. Something about a rainforest, something about, I don't know, you could be a Washington, live in Washington, Virginia, where there's a lot of vegetation. Okay. A lot of earth energy. You could be also in Texas, Louisiana, just, down south somewhere, Florida. Let me see. Yeah. And this is the journey inward that many of you be taking. Okay. You've embraced that void. You take that journey inward. Once you take that journey inward, there's so much growth there, family. There's growth mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay. And it definitely emotionally. Okay. You do work on your physical for some of y'all. Okay. You could, I mean, it just depends on where you are. Could it get to a point where it's just off the Richter dope? Probably. But you might be working towards that, might not. But I feel like there is an energy here that approached everything from the South Node energy. Whereas you were embracing, taking in this time to connect with the divine. And in doing so, you just, you realize who you were dealing with. Mm, mm. And they are getting, yeah, they having dark reflections right now. They seeking the truth of who they really are because somebody don't know who they are. Hmm. Come on, spirit. I know that's right. Somebody out here don't know who they are. Anybody tell for that matter. Let me see. Yeah, shadow alchemy. Ooh, wee. Empowerment, rebirth. I'm telling you, somebody needs to go through one or is. Yes, turn the shadow into a gold by shifting your awareness. I'm telling you, family, with this journey inward here, the path to enlightenment starts within you. You better believe it. Somebody out here is having this whole dark reflection right now. Yes, because you embrace the void. Okay. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. There was an emptiness. You filled it with that creative power. Somebody over here was trying to do things without the work. That's when you looking into the abyss and the abyss is looking back at you. You like, damn, where is the happiness in that, right? Light the darkness out here. Yes, darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. So you know what I'm saying? You were the light in somebody's life. They are seeing their darkness. They seeing their hidden desires. They're seeing their deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. So somebody was looking at your potential. Your whatever it is that you're accomplishing, somebody wanted that for them. Ugh, and went through the extents to get it. They never really explored their true feelings and shit. This is somebody that has no clue about who they are. And that's a restless craving too. And then to come the mental contest and the games, and you like, well, why are we even trying to play this? You weren't playing it. You weren't even thinking they was down. Like it would even come to you that this energy would do something like that. This energy is crazy as fuck. Oh, every time this energy come around me, I'll be ready to get your ass on back. Clear, cancel, release, and rebuke. Return to sender. Mm-hmm. Because you done made peace with this closed-minded energy. But they still running around here wounded and shit. Yeah, they had healing capabilities, but did they step into them? Hell no, they didn't. Shit, they came after you and shit with the crazy asses. You looking like, well, wait a minute now. Hold up. Yeah, they was doing that divine juggling. Oh, yes, they were. Yes, they were. Okay. It says master different aspects of your life, both light and dark, progress, inner harmony. This person's stuck in the abyss. You done did that work, honey. You done sat down in it. You done been like, oh, there has been times you can have but a choice to sit down in it. If you moving too much, I promise you the divine will sit you down and be like, if you don't look around and quit playing and act like you got some sense and know what's going on, yes, that's when you find your wholeness and bring together, yes, fragments that complete you, give you clarity, and help you to ascend and accept what's going on when your inner peace lets you know. Yeah, shit. Folks out here doing shadow dances and shit. Mm-mm. It says when you move shadows, you discover your rhythm. Fluidly movement and open. See, you've been all that. This person over here was trying to get there. You could have let them there too, but they was too busy just hating. I don't know why they do that shit. That shit's so overrated. Ugh, that's just so overrated, family. And it be your family. And the reason I say family, everybody's one. Oh, we look with spirit just coming out hollering right now. Let's see. Oh, health through art. Okay. That's a type of meditation. Getting yourself together. This is inner cosmos information that this person obviously didn't have. Okay. It says trauma, seeing, go getter, or a trauma seeing and go deeper. They didn't want to address whatever trauma got this person acting like they done lost their mind. Cause they have, especially with the shit they was doing. Okay. They had no boundaries here, family, none, no respect, no self care. You know, They were limited, so they wanted you to be limited. They're limited. I promise you, they limited. They're limited to what they can do, how they can do, when they can do. They're when I say that, like they just can't get up and hop on a plane, but you can. You could just get up and hop on a plane if you really want to without having to, you know what I'm saying? But that's not where your mind is. Your mind is not on all that. Your mind is actually really digging down deep inside with your peace. That's it. You don't care about nothing else. Peace is priceless. Shit. You could have all the money in the world, but that does not mean you have peace. Yeah, you have been that shadow blossom, the resilience and the nurturing that this person acts and wants to be, but is it really that? It takes look, you see that? It takes a family, it takes a tribe. See, we grew up talking about it takes a village. Okay, it takes a village to raise a child. Okay, type energy. Somebody's having an emotional release right now. Catharsis sisters out here, purification. Yeah, they need to purify from all this crap they've been doing because they have definitely been playing a game of some bullshit. And the fact that they even played the game with you, family, this is another problem. You know, it was like, how would you play a game with somebody that is like, oh, for the times being, and there's no excuse, God. I don't give up. I ain't giving no excuses. But for the times being that was going on, your kids or your family or your friends or your coworkers, depending on the era you grew up in, them motherfuckers already knew what time it was. Shit. And can't nobody misconstrue you. And if you ask anybody, yeah, you was all right, mama. When you got your shit together, you was all right, daddy. When you got your shit together. But then also things changed too during your era. You started seeing where fathers were picking up, taking up the slack. You know what I'm saying? Stepping in there. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. A lot of people, what is this? Ride the storm? Yeah, they gonna have to learn to ride the storm. Riding the storm doesn't mean coming after somebody trying to take from them just because they want something. The fuck? That's the shit you purge, family, because you purify yourself and you redefine everything. That's why you stay ascending. You don't have to be dealing with this escapism energy. This energy right here, they want to escape their life, escape their reality. Okay. You already do that through meditative things, through staying in peace, through keeping the high vibrational godly energy within your home. That's how you escape. That's where you relax. That's the facing reality for you because you already know that you have created a sacred space. So that is where you dwell. But these energies here, they be bopping around every fucking where. That's what I heard. Bopping around every fucking where. Okay. Seductive allure all over the place. Instant gratification. Okay. Blinds you to the consequences. And that's exactly what happened with this energy. They were blinded to the consequences, period. Now they're hoping to have hope, or they're hoping that whatever. I feel like there was a blockage here. There was a blockage of everybody trying to speak down on you. Oh, you gonna do it? You know how many people I said, hold that, matter of fact. This is the difference in my life. I don't have nobody arguing with me. I ain't got nobody I got to clean up after. I ain't got nobody I got to sit up here and deal with, and have to Do you know how much peace that is? You dealing with energies right now that have these families where, man, they getting ran in the ground. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They getting ran in the ground. Okay? Because they haven't learned how to balance out any damn thing. You got motherfuckers that go to the grocery store and go buy something every single fucking day of the week. I do not understand that. What the hell? Preparation means you buy it all the way. Yeah, they self-sabotaging. I can't make it up. These people stay self-sabotaging. They trying to hope for some sort of clarity, some sort of balance. But first of all, you ain't never gonna be balanced until you do the work. Somebody is just now realizing how you have overcome a lot of shit. I heard that, spirit. Yeah. Hello. I did not make it up. Inner balance is here. Wholeness, duality. Like, yes, somebody out here needs to figure it out and be real with themselves and stop trying to sit up here and take something from somebody else just because they don't have a grasp on shit. You can't have a grasp on shit if you running around with the Jezebel energy and the shedding of the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shed the illusions. Somebody out here living that bullshit life. Family life, Jezebel other nights. They need to shed the illusions because there's a lot of deception here with this energy. This energy is a whole hot mess. And they're a thief. They've been a thief. I ain't lying. They've been a thief. Mm-mm. This energy been a thief. Look, and then I look over again, family, it's karmic feminine energy. Yes, that you blocked that ass. You blocked that ass and moved on with your occupation. And that's what they saying. And your occupation is a gift. Yeah. That's why you don't have no court drama because you ain't out there with that bullshit. And and this karmic feminine hates that. Spirit is saying, bitch. Okay. And somebody knew it was gonna happen because it was like, I feel like somebody was pre-warned about you. And they're just expecting it. They're sitting there waiting, expecting, hoping, you know what I'm saying, that you would have some sort of health concern. You ain't got no health concerns. Mm-mm. And this is what they were expecting. This is what this karmic feminine energy was expecting. This is this family dynamic. Some ice king is involved in this. Yeah, hoping you have some sort of transition. I can't make it up. And then they was gonna fake some sort of emotional pain. These motherfuckers is crazy. Ooh, wait, that's what it is. I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, now they looking in the abyss. Yeah, look. And what does that say? Yeah, they have no protection right now. Mm. Spirit said, put it, yeah, because of what they did. That's crazy. This is somebody that's nuts. And Spirit kept on telling you, ooh, family, tell me more. Yeah, that's why that motherfucker gonna work. What they didn't want to do. Didn't I just tell you, family? Didn't I just tell you what it was? Woo! They have no more protection. This family has no more protection. They got to work. They got to do the work. You did the work. You did the work, family. Okay. But they wanted to come and take from you. Tell me more, spirit. These some dirty ass people right here. Yes. Look, something about the courage on the fence. I feel like they didn't look. Maybe they didn't think you had the courage to turn their ass in for stealing a damn thing from you. Maybe they was like, nah, they won't do that. They're in their healing. They're in, look, these, but somebody took your ass for granted for real. They didn't think you had the courage to turn their ass in and step the fuck away from their ass. I ain't lying. They did not know your true intentions. Do not mess with you. Do not come for you in your way of life, your way of survival, the way you take care of yourself. You will come for a motherfucker for that shit. And you will. And you will. You in here got your shit in my shit. You in here playing with me, and I done already been through some stuff, family. I ain't about to sit up here and tell you I'm healed. Shit, I am healing. And when I tell you I'm healing from a bunch of shit. Shit, I done had family come up against me, shit. And I mean, hold up. First, it was the workforce. Ever since I could remember, attacked on jobs, not knowing what the hell going on. Shit. Then being attacked with your kids with their asses, okay? Not showing no love, okay? Being attacked with them, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here doing everything that I can for the best. These motherfuckers is ungrateful. Okay. And now they sitting up here looking in the fucking abyss because they shouldn't have did it. Your purpose was to love these people. You did love them. Was it reciprocated though? I don't know, family. I don't know. Now they realizing they should have opened their heart to love because that was the purpose. Receptivity here. That would have brought in the harmony with this weird ass bitch. You was the wisdom. You had the intuition. You trying to tell these people what the hell is going on. But did they listen to you? No. Now they watching your success and how you accomplished it through being mindful and aligning. Yes, you had to live and learn through adventures, through different paths on your journey. That's what the adventure is. That's the path on the journey, what you learn from it. Hell, I know you went through some shit, but what you learn from it type energy. This motherfucker ain't did none of that. None of it. They have rode the fucking devil coattail and sided and partnered with the devil. And now they're looking in the fucking abyss while you still move on with your positive thoughts and being grateful for the most high. That's why you hear in this abundant energy. Believe. Believe. That's why nature's at the bottom of the deck. Because didn't I tell you the real pieces when you in damn near the rainforest somewhere? This person has a long way to get to where you are. Tell me more, spirit. I can't make it up. You create your life, family. Ooh, we. You create your life with the divine's help now. But you got to tap into where it's at because everybody has a creative side. Is it in music? Is it into writing, blogging, blogging? Is it into, social media? Is it into, podcasts? It's like you gotta create. You got a creator, a creator's mind, a creator's talent, a creator's gift. Shit, hold the hell up. Don't wait. Wait for it. Are you some sort of a designer of some sort? You know what I'm saying? Shit, can you design them tiny homes type energy? Because that's where the world's leading to. Those are starter homes. Just make one all the way flat across the board. They have them in Orange, California. Hint, okay, that's a side note for somebody. Are you a designer? Are you going to be the next manufacturer in the housing business? And I mean, come with some real ones because what you'll do is have everybody. So you look, the way they doing these tiny homes, this is like message for somebody. They're running 60, 70,000. Nah, fuck all that. Quit playing. Quit playing. You know what I'm saying, family? For real. I seen one in Orange, California. That bad boy was going for $80,000, had everything already done on the land, just go on and buy it. Electricity was there, water was there, and everything, and it was 80,000. You got people coming in talking about 80,000, and you got to go on and do your own installation of the electrical and the sewer and all that kind of shit. And that could run you anywhere between 30 to 50. But it's like, are you that one that's gonna come out and be like, fuck what they talking about? I got a better home and a better price and slam the market? Because that creator's out there. Message. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the energy. This person got to get to where you are. They ain't did shit but want to be on the tape and just want to do some sort of things. They tell me more, spirit. They was playing. You ain't playing. Life is not a game. You must be using your time wisely at 3:33 and counting. You must be using your time wisely in order to step into this rebirth of wisdom, to be able to communicate. And once again, at the bottom of the deck, I promise you, believe that. Okay, family. So that spirit telling me going to wrap it up. All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up with some grace for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this message resonates. Okay. But this person's energy right here, yeah, they looking in the dark abyss, and the abyss is looking back at them. Okay, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here. Hopefully it resonates with you, provide you some clarity, guidance. Okay. Or just plain and simple bring some things to enlightenment, things you need to know, okay, pertaining to what someone has done and what they are going through. And then inner and understanding that sometimes the energies you're feeling is not for you, it's them. They could be projecting. Okay, family, always keep that in mind. Okay, especially if you know you're high vibrational. All right. Okay, so let's close out. Thank you so much, Divine. We love you. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.